Let's talk about rubrics. What are they and what are they used for? Rubrics are a method for measuring skills that are more dynamic in nature, such as social language, where a simple set of data doesn't always give you the full picture of a student's progress. For example, if I have a student who is working on playing cooperatively with peers, I could report a percentage or number of opportunities that the student successfully demonstrates this skill, but then I wouldn't be able to capture important nuances, such as how the student does play well with peers, but only in the speech room, or how they do follow the rules of a game, but only when it is adult-led. And that's where rubrics really come in handy, to help you track different factors that might contribute to the mastery of a skill. In SLP Toolkit, there are many pre-made rubrics in various communication areas, such as problem solving, expressive and receptive language, fluency, prosody, and social language. To locate them, head to the Progress Monitoring library and type in rubric. Most of the rubrics are formatted similarly, where the first row represents a quantitative measure based on your session data and how well your student has used this skill in therapy. The next row contains a task analysis of the skill. How is the student developing the skill over time? Maybe they start with demanding that everyone has to follow their rules, but over time, they are able to follow an agreed upon set of rules when an adult is present. Next is the level of support. How many cues do they need to successfully demonstrate this skill? Is it frequent, multiple prompts, or maybe just a reminder every so often? And finally, the last row is where does the student successfully use the skill? Is it only in the speech room, or do they carry it over in other settings? As you score your student on the rubric, the system automatically totals up the number of points scored out of the total number of points possible. However, this number is not equivalent to a ratio or percentage, so by itself it doesn't carry a whole lot of meaning, which is why you'll notice text at the bottom that describes what that score actually means. The goal might be written such as the student will score 14 out of 16 on a rules of the game rubric, and so on their progress report you would include their current score of 11 out of 16, as well as that narrative description for parents to truly see how their child is progressing. When using a rubric, always make sure to attach a copy to the IEP so that any SLP can measure your students' goals using the same criteria. And feel free to check out our video on criterion reference tests, which are the other type of progress monitoring tool in SLP Toolkit.